Hey, my babies. Because of all the support and the kindness you've showed me while in here, especially this past few days, the people calling and emailing regarding me being denied access to the HRT I've been on for 3 years, I think you deserve like a full disclosure and explanation of exactly why I'm in here. See, I have two issues that aren't my fault, but there are other things that are my fault. Make no mistake, I belong in here, right? I belong on a psych ward right now. I'm very mentally ill, right? don't make any mistake that like, they haven't put me in here for the laugh of it. But the two issues, is them denying me access to HRT, which is a major issue for me, and the fact that the Changing Lives charity in Nottingham was refusing to let me fulfill the conditional caution the police gave me, which means the police have to prosecute me for miscommunications, for lashing out at a transphobic counsellor on my Facebook page. I lost my temper. I said things I shouldn't have. But this guy has been making my life hell for a while. I was even getting harassed at home. I had to call the police one night because there was a gang of knuckle-dragging reform voters constantly ringing my bell, shouting for me to come out so they can beat me up. So I had to call the police about that. That will be on police records. That's the kind of level of harassment I was getting because of this bloody counsellor. Or because I helped him lose his motion to ban trans people from gendered spaces in Bassett law. I helped him lose that. So he held a bit of a grudge against me. And the thing is, because of my mental illnesses, that kind of level of confrontation, I'm not stable enough to sustain that over a period. So I am facing a police prosecution for miscommunications now, which carries a sentence of up to 6 years. And obviously, because of the Supreme Court and the HRC, it means I'll be V-coded into a male prison. So my likely end will be my rape and death. And that scares me. That makes me very scared and paranoid. Understandably so. So that feeds into my disorders. And then there's also the fact that my fiance of 4 years cheated on me and dumped me while I was in hospital fighting sepsis. I was on IV antibiotics and stuff, fighting sepsis. I come home to message him. Didn't even tell me that he'd dumped me and gone with somebody else. I had to find out through his fucking Discord bio, of all things. So, with the police prosecution hanging over my head, and the threat of being V-coded in a male prison, couple that with my bastard fiance running off with a girl who, I found out recently, by the way, he'd already been cheating on me with 2 years ago. She is currently 18. So do the maths on that. So apparently she was only 16 when they were having their affair. So I don't know how to process that. One upside is I don't love him anymore. It's certainly taken. There was a time I'd die for him. Well, I almost did. There was a time I'd die for him. But I feel nothing but disgust for him now. Absolute disgust. What he did to me. And yeah, I don't know how to process that. See, I found that out the other day. People were posting it again. I found I always seem to be the last person to find stuff out when it comes to fucking wisteria. But apparently, I've also been told he'd been cheating on me with multiple people over the past few years. I knew of one occasion because I broke up with him over it, and I'd moved on. Then I moved on and got a new boyfriend, and he was a very wonderful man. That goddamn scout, and he looked after me very well, and he made me very happy. Wisteria came back and gaslighted me and love bombed me and sorry, I can change, it'll never happen again, I need you, I'll kill myself if you don't come back. The thing is, one of my disorders is borderline personality disorder. I build codependencies, I can't help it, I build attachments. So I did. I went back to Wisteria and hurt that goddamn scout deeply, which I've regretted ever since. And he still hasn't accepted. He still hasn't forgiven me, even after 2 years, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But it seems like 2 years ago, he was also cheating on me with a 16-year-old. That's terrible. So, yeah, anyway, the police prosecution plus the wisteria shit. I took an overdose, which put me in cardiac arrest. My heart stopped working, and also I'd drowned in my own vomit because I passed out on my back and apparently vomited and just drowned. My lungs were just full of my vomit, which is lovely, right? My door was locked, so the paramedics couldn't get in. So they had to call the fire brigade. So quite a few minutes were passing while I was laid unresponsive, my heart not beating. Firemen broke my door in so the paramedics could get to me. And they said they were struggling to bring me back. I must have been dead for a good 5 minutes. And so that's what has brought me into this psych ward. And if I'm completely honest with you, I do belong here, because if the hospital had sent me home, I mean, Wisteria I don't care about anymore. He can go fuck himself. Wisteria who? Never heard of him. Moved on. But I've still got the V-coding hanging over my head. And I'd still rather just end myself than go through that. So I am here for my own safety. But I've also got something called schizotypal personality disorder. Now, this is where it gets complicated. And this is where you need full honesty and disclosure on. I suffer paranoid delusions. When I'm stressed and anxious, I start seeing conspiracies everywhere. I hallucinate shadow people. My demon, I call her my demon. Really, she's like the leader of these shadow people, beams thoughts into my head. So I've got somebody else's thoughts in my head telling me that I'm in danger. People out to kill me, that, something bad's happening, there's conspiracy. And I find that hard to control. But that also feeds back into the borderline personality disorder, where I can't regulate my emotions. And then that feeds into the paranoia of the schizotypal personality disorder. So I do quickly spiral out of control. Long story short, I am legit crazy. And that's what makes being trans so hard, especially a trans rights advocate and a trans rights activist, and somebody who deeply believes in fighting for trans rights like I do, because they can use that against me to dismiss or sort of like undermine the real persecution that I'm facing, like the fact that Changing Lives wouldn't send me coursework. That was real. The Changing Lives lady was a TERF and just did not want me to do the coursework. That was real. The police prosecuting me for miscommunications, for lashing out after, undergoing constant transphobic attacks. And I wasn't in a stable frame of mind that night, so I lashed out on my Facebook, got raided for that, and now facing prosecution. That's real. And the fact that I've been here 2 weeks now, and in 2 weeks they've made zero effort to give me access to HRT that I need, that I've been without for a month. Because remember, before I came here, I was in ICU for a couple of weeks without it. I was on life support. That's all real. The problem is when I'm scared and paranoid and anxious, I struggle to tell. The lines get blurred between incompetence, negligence, conspiracy. And then when I start seeing conspiracy, I become distrustful of anyone trying to help me, and I do tend to lash out because I'm fearing for my life. I've got thoughts being beamed at red telling me I'm in danger. I get the shadow people, telling me, "Oh, just end yourself. Come with us. We'll take you to our world." I do. I told you, I am legit insane. I do legit belong in a psych ward. But while I'm in here, I think I deserve to be treated, with dignity. I'm a trans girl. I need access to certain things. They can't just dump me in here and just deny all trans rights. They can't do that. I think I deserve a basic level of trans rights. My medical needs, my needs to battle dysphoria. Like the first few days, they were refusing to let me shave, which was hurting me. Thanks to your help, they caved in on that one as well. And I've been told today that they are working on my HRT, so hopefully I'll have it tomorrow. So there you go. Full disclosure. Why am I in the psych ward? I belong here. I'm not well mentally, but it's things like the police prosecution and the wisteria thing. They were the straws that broke the camel's back, so to speak. I deserve to be treated as a trans girl, and I've been on HRT 3 years. I deserve my HRT. I don't deserve. See, they've put me in here to help me, torturing me and detransitioning me and all that other stuff. That's not helping me. And in fact, it can lead, well, it is feeding into schizotypal personality disorder. Seeing conspiracy and paranoia. I can't tell what's real and what's not. How's that good for me? Anyway, thank you for your support and for listening. And I thought you deserved full honesty and disclosure, so you're not just blindly supporting me and thinking I'm in here through no fault of my own. I'm here through circumstances. I'm here because I am mentally ill. Zippity.